Hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Diesel, and you are watching the ShadeSnSoleS channel. Today, we're going to be doing another session of Hooper on runners. And today, we have the Nike ZoomX Vaporfly Next %. I know that's a long-ass name, but it is what it is. So, recently, I've been doing runners, and I kind of have a feel for them now. The reason why I made Hooper on runners segment is because Hoopers look for something different in a shoe than the dedicated runners that look for the type of shoes that they normally run with. So that's why I made this segment Hoopers on runners. Okay, so if you guys remembered, I did the Zoomfly 3s way back when, and then now this one actually almost looks like the Zoomfly 3s, with the exception of visually, the exception of this portion right here being thicker, and this has a clearer upper material because they don't have another layer in here, which the Zoomfly 3s have. But other than that, beyond what you can see, there's also different materials. Example, the ZoomX. The Zoomfly 3s had React on that one. But you guys know the devil is in the details, and why this costs so much. Let's get on to it. So the upper on this shoe is the same as the Zoomfly 3s. As you can see, it says Vaporweave. Vaporweave right there. This is the Vaporweave material. If you can see that, that's a see-through material. Let me see if I can get, there you go. There you go. That is the material right there. If you guys haven't seen one, that is the material right there. Let me zoom in even further. There you go. Okay. For those of you asking what Vaporwave looks like, that's how it looked like. You see how thin that is? Like that's my finger right there. It's very breathable, very thin, very light. Despite how this shoe looks like, I know it looks very thick and heavy, but it's actually very light. This has been the lightest shoe I've ever held. That's including for basketball shoes. So this is the entire upper material right here, including the tongue area. You see that? Let me actually unlace this. Give me a second. So there you go. I've unlaced it, and that is the entire upper material of it. It says there Nike Vaporfly. There you go. I'm not distracted with the swooshes. I actually like the placement of the swooshes. So you see a swoosh right here and a big swoosh in the medial portion. So the difference on the upper between this and the Zoomfly 3s is the Zoomfly 3s had a lining underneath here, especially in the middle area, and also a lining here. This one doesn't have it. This may have like a fused material, for example this one, but it's very thinly done. Yeah, that's a fused material. Also have them for the laces. That's a fused material right there. A very light fused material right here on the tongue. This black portion right here, that's very light. And the other difference on this between the Zoomfly 3s is also it has a little rigid heel counter, not too much, but also the heel pad right there. See this portion? Yeah, that's the heel pad, and it does make a lot of difference. So I love the placement of that heel pad, the way it's constructed together with the shoe. The fit of the shoe, the fit is true to size. I was actually thinking about going down half a size because the Zoomfly 3s didn't have a heel counter nor a heel pillow, but this one had it, and I'm glad I stuck with true to size because they run very true to size. It's a little bit wide right here on the width section, but very narrow right here in the middle, or the midfoot area. So that's the fit of the shoe, and that's the upper of the shoe. traction of the shoe, or the outsole, is this rubber right here. This is the only rubber that you have. I thought that this would be rubber, but it almost feels like I'm talking about the tread pattern. Okay, I'm not talking about, obviously this is rubber right here, but I'm talking about the tread pattern. I thought this was going to be a tread pattern, but it actually doesn't feel like it. Like, if you guys look at it, look at that. Like, I think that's just a, if it is a different proprietary of rubber, then it is what it is, man. But I don't know what this is, if this is actually just the same, or is this the same as this but just of the same color with the ZoomX. I don't know, but this one for sure feels different. This traction right here feels different. I haven't tried running on these on wet surfaces, but they definitely grip on concrete and dry surfaces. The best portion of this shoe is the midsole. Take a look at that midsole. It goes really thick in the heel portion, all the way down here. So I didn't have the past iterations of the ZoomX series, but I know the previous one was the 4%, right? But from the 4% to the next percent, let me actually tell you how ZoomX and the midsole on these feel like. So I've had the Zoomfly 3s. This is way softer than React. That's your ZoomX right there. Okay, it's very soft, and I don't think this is gonna last me if I keep running on this. I could tell you this shoe is not made for everyday running. Okay, so besides the ZoomX, I've seen the midsole cut out on this. See this line right here? See this line? This line right here, all the way to here. That's where the carbon fiber plate is on the shoe, and the reason why it's curved. Okay, you see that curvature? The reason why it's curved is because the curve right here actually creates more force. As you can see, it's very hard to flex. Very hard to flex. See that? But that's how hard that carbon fiber plate is. You ask, what does the carbon fiber plate do for your running? The exaggeration, the curvature right here actually creates more force when you push. And the one thing I really like about the ZoomX is that it's very soft, man. It's very soft right there, but you see that? It just springs back to how it was. So for the forefoot section, if the curvature was there, for the forefoot section, you feel the foam first. Okay, it's a very squishy foam on your forefoot, but at the same time, when that foam is already reached its max, you're gonna feel that carbon fiber propulsion, and then right when you tip off, you're gonna feel that you're gonna feel the energy return from the cushion itself and the propulsion from that carbon fiber. That's actually the best thing about the shoe, is that the cushion and the bounce back. You guys already know I'm a lazy runner, so in my running, if I was just pacing, which I do slow pacing, this shoe doesn't work for me. But when I'm going faster, I can actually feel it. It's like the ZoomX doesn't work for you if you don't activate it. And the only way to activate that ZoomX plus that carbon fiber plate is for you to go faster. So if you're not going fast, and if you think you're a slow runner, don't get this shoe. But if it's competition day, if you're actually going for a marathon and you know you're gonna run quick on that marathon the entire time, this is the shoe to go. The ZoomX is very comfortable. Like, it's like you're taking stress away from your foot and every stride that you do when you're running. You're already taking stress out because of the foam and the foam cushion. You're taking even less energy to push off because of the carbon fiber plate. That's when the entire midfoot gets activated to do what it's supposed to do. If you're talking about engineering and stuff for running, this is actually a very good ass shoe. This has been engineered pretty well to do what it's supposed to do. But was it worth $250? And I've explained this before. Worth depends on the user. If you're gonna use it for what it's supposed to be used for, obviously it's worth it. If you're buying this for a casual shoe, you guys are better off getting the Zoomfly 3s or the other one, Zero Gravity, I forgot what it's called, because those look like running shoes, and they are running shoes, but they don't have much sophisticated engineering that this shoe has. So again, is it worth it? Yes, if you are running, fast-paced runner, sprinting the entire time, then yes, this is. Or if it's just for a race day or game day, whatever you want to call it, then this is worth it. The other shoes, those are for casual runners or just for casual use. This is made specifically for running. So that is my review for the Nike ZoomX Vaporfly Next Percent. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something, picked out a thing or two, and who knows, maybe some pure runners out there have a say on this. Make sure to comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your support. It's your boy Dizo signing off. Peace out.